Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Irv Gotti, you have officially passed away. I guess all the rumors were true. If you guys don't know, Sandra Rose, All Hip Hop, and a bunch of people close to Irv Gotti are reporting that he has officially passed away. They are saying that he is officially brain dead. Now, apparently, he had suffered a massive stroke, and we'll get into the details. But the industry is reeling from this, especially reeling. He was only 54 years old. Let's get into all these details because it's really, really concerning. It's really, really concerning because I just don't understand. They're saying that these were complications. 50 Cent literally heard that Irv Gotti passed away and said, damn, I guess that means he's not going to be able to see my new shows. They called 50 Cent's a heart colder than a polar bear's toenails because 50 Cent has jumped the shark. He is trolling a dead man's family about him passing away. Anyway, right? So anyway, here's what allegedly did it. They're saying that he has been declared dead. So his heart is still beating. His heart is still beating, but that is through like a ventilator. His brain has been declared brain dead. This is directly from sources with allhiphop.com. They are surprisingly accurate with all the reporting. They said details about what led exactly to Irv Gotti's health crisis remains sparse, but Twitter is exploding with rumors. Now, nobody knows why he had a massive stroke. I know Whack 100 last year was saying that he had a minor stroke because of his diabetes. But what led to a massive stroke was somebody 54 years with money, and he got super, super skinny too. So I don't think his insulin would have been a problem because he has type 2 diabetes. Anyway, sources tell All Hip Hop that he was legally declared dead this morning, Wednesday, February 5th, at the age of 54. Declared dead could mean a couple of different things. Legally, it means a person has been recognized as no longer alive. The most common way to declare death is circulatory death. That's when your heart stops pumping. And they stop breathing permanently. It can happen after a heart attack or if CPR or breathing machines are unsuccessful. Brain death, on the other hand, occurs when a person has sustained a catastrophic brain injury that permanently stops all brain function, which can happen after a massive stroke or traumatic brain injury. A person may be brain dead even if their heart is still beating with the help of a ventilator. The news comes days after he suffered another stroke, causing a brain to bleed. The circumstances surrounding his condition have yet to be revealed, but Irv Gotti has a history of health ailments. Reps for Irv Gotti have remained silent, leaving fans and industry insiders speculating as they rally behind him. In early 2024, he disclosed the toll the disease diabetes had taken in his life. He said, "Diabetes is deteriorating my body." He admitted in a candid interview, adding that he struggled to adhere to a healthy lifestyle and manage his insulin intake consistently. It's a photo surfaced of him walking with a cane and appearing visibly slimmer. The stroke served as a wake-up call, and since then, Irv Gotti had reportedly made significant life changes, including adopting a more health-conscious diet. Despite the adjustments, Gotti's fame for hits with artists like Ashanti and Ja Rule have been vocal about the challenges of living with diabetes. He spoke openly about the battle in interviews, often using his platform to shed light on the difficulties of managing the condition while maintaining a hectic lifestyle in the music industry. What actually caused this stroke? Because just hear me out. Kim Kardashian and everyone in between is on Ozempic. And that's supposed to be for helping people that are in an Irv situation. Did he not? I know he has the money. Why is everybody that don't need Ozempic actually have it? And the people that actually need Ozempic are not getting it. Is there some type of situation? Also, do you had money access for private chefs, private cooks? And somebody you don't even need to do. You could hire somebody full time to go around with you and give you the insulin when you needed it. Moreover, there are a lot of studies, not even studies, proof, overseas and even in America, I think even Harvard University Medical School acknowledged that type 2 diabetes can now be cured with diet and exercise. Now, I don't know if he was so far gone that it couldn't help, but he was definitely in the situation that his money could afford to make sure he lived the healthiest lifestyle. And he knows that so was it had to be something else. I know we're guessing it's diabetes, but maybe it was something else. And how after you don't have a stroke? Like I don't know if this was diabetes that took him under. I know he had a mini stroke and he dealt with diabetes, but maybe it was a comorbidity because this doesn't make sense. Reports were spreading that Irv Gotti was in a vegetative state and on life support. Allegedly, he had several strokes and bleeding on the brain. It's also being rumored that family and friends are saying their final goodbyes, but it's yet confirmed. Okay, were these strokes man-made? It's none of my business, and the family doesn't have to release the information, but were these strokes man-made? Like, what is going on? It's actually sad. There's like something in the system that if you have access to all that and you have access to all that money and all that access and you still are not receiving adequate care or even caring for yourself, what else is there? And again, I don't want to turn this into like what's wrong, but there is poison everywhere in the system. Everyone, regardless of their age, is dropping dead. There's cancer, there's strokes, there's this, there's that. The pot's got carcinogens. You can't use plastic straws. Guess what? Those paper straws that you use, there's carcinogens in that. The air fryer has carcinogens. Walmart just did a recall on its broccoli with Costco's and a whole bunch of other stores because apparently there was listeria, a fatal, deadly form of listeria. Don't eat the broccoli right now. That was found, and they're doing a huge, massive recall. You could die from the broccoli. The fruits are covered with pesticides. Half of the vegetables are even like they look like they're half wilted in the supermarket. And when you get them home, the pesticides are braked in. There's GMOs, so you're not getting all the nutrients. The soil that the vegetables are growing in are depleted. So even though it might be an orange, it might only have 30% of the vitamin C that an orange from 1980 had. On top of that, the chicken's being recalled. Don't eat farm-raised fish because there's some type of parasite in there. The chicken has something going on. The beef, you may or may not be able to eat it. All of the food in the food supply is rotten. The air is not healthy. The water, they just tested 40 million homes for water around the U.S. What did they find in there? Antidepressants, heart medication, Viagra, antipsychotics, because our filtration systems have not caught up to modern medicine. So when you use tap water and even a Brita tap water, regular filters don't get it all out. We are literally surrounded by poison. And I can't help but think it's on purpose because when you keep your body supports the mind. And when you keep a population unhealthy, because everything you eat, even when you try to eat healthy, unless you are the richest of the richest and you have your own garden and your own meat and your own animals, right? Unless you are the richest of the rich, everything you eat on some level is poisoned. Literally, the stuff you put in your hair causes cancer. The stuff you put in your eyes, the stuff you put on your lips. Everything causes some type of disease. So if you keep the people sick, right? When your body's sick, it means your mind's sick. And when your mind's sick, that's where you try to go to drugs, alcohol, narcotics, all this stuff, sexual part, like all these things, because you're trying to soothe an unhealthy mind. And then you have a sick body and mind, and it makes it easier to control. And then they just become slave labor where they're just working just to pay you. I know what you're saying, Tisa. We were just talking about Irv Gotti. Why are we into this? But it just makes me that if you have this much money and access and you could not get it together, and I don't mean to say like to blame him, but and you couldn't find a way to live in this society and be healthy, what does that say for everybody else? You guys, listen, I don't know about this diabetes being the cause. It might be something else. I'm sure in due time, his family may release what's going on, but prayers up to his family, prayers up to his family, because anybody dying at 54, yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.